Hello.
Cheers.
I timed coming back live perfectly with Zoe crunching on that post, which was great. So, before we go into the actual sewer dungeon, this is a little opportunity to show for the people here. Schism Immolation of Oakenfur. It is, for those of you, of course, interested in the Jarviskjir universe, set in Jarviskjir. In fact, the set that we're going to release after this is intimately connected to some of the goings-on mentioned in today's session. But this set is set in Oakenfur, which is the north, so more similar to Horn of Plenty, but also very similar to the campaign we're going to run on Saturdays, starting next week, hopefully, which is Saturdays at 8 PM. So, Schism Immolation of Oakenfur, it's a fast-paced skirmisher game. It's real! It's real! It's genuine! Here. It's here! It has a bunch of miniatures in the box. It has tiles. It's a really good... it's a really cool project. It's a really solid game. It's a tiny, light little box. So you could just... You know, board games... When you get collecting a bunch of board games and you have a gazillion boxes, these don't take up much space. And they're nice. Everything's included to play it. There's nice little bags inside. There'll probably be more show-offs and things, probably some pictures of us playing some soonish as well.
Yes!
And it also means that the Kickstarter will be soon. TM. And this time actually... But soon actually has a timer on it now, rather than soon nebulously. So, keep a hand on your wallets. We're going to want to get this funded. There will also be stretch goals of extra factions that are connected to this one. Factions that are mercenaries from Northenden. So Northenden rarely has shown up in these shows, weirdly enough, but has shown up in like all the Monday shows. Is very relevant and super important to the world. So if you like this project, make sure to even give us like $1 on Kickstarter. Will help it get out there and be ready to kind of share and give all the news and stuff. I will be showing more stuff from inside later, probably. But
what's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
You're in the box. Okay. So, why don't I take you?
It's not included in the box.
To Dungeon City, where the girls are shitty. Oh, won't you please take me home?
Why would you do this?
I can't contain the humor. It cannot be done.
Contain it, Ollie.
Ah, here we are.
Yeah, you are top right. By the way.
Oh yeah, we just got out of a dungeon on Monday, and now I'm back in a dungeon on Wednesday.
Just a
what do you mean
game.
dungeon? This is clearly a runoff. Now that you're down here, and Bogdan, your boots hit the wet, kind of soily texture that's created a film on top of the metal of these maintenance tunnels. The smell is much stronger. Really palpable, but also not just the smell of sewage, but the smell of blood is like really strongly coming through as well.
I could say some things, but I won't. I'm just gonna continue to eat my vegan Nutella.
So, what is it you guys kind of want to do?
I am glad I float.
Splash.
It's also lucky, like, your dark cloak kind of wispies at the end, so it's not going to be trailing into the muck.
A shower. You're wafting me.
I guess it's just time to proceed, you know? Keeping our wits about us, being perceptive.
Yes.
After you.
Well, I'm not in the lead. I'm in the back. You're in front of me.
There's nothing to the side, is there, Ollie?
There's a door. There is a
door?
large metal door.
There's a door.
It's
Bogdan's fucked off down the stairs.
Oh, is he saying like telekinetic link?
Oh,
I
shit.
see. That took me a sec, but luckily I'm the DM. Or Bogdan saw something. I love the idea of Bogdan just waiting there in character going.
Yeah, and there was me just thinking like, you're
And as Charles is looking at this door like,
something.
a door. This fills me with dread for some reason.
Telepathy is active. You're within 30 feet, I think. Are
A
you?
door.
No, you're 35
Alright.
feet. It's not
Okay.
active.
All right. I saw something.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yes.
Well, that is an excellent start. Do you want me to go ahead, Ocean, or do you want to?
Wait, let me check my perception.
I think I know what it is because I know all these tokens.
I think Bogdan also probably knows what that is.
I have like 1 perception.
Well, I mean, it's less about perception of it. For the record, I have 0, so...
Alright, I'll go for it.
What are you perceiving?
Because Bogdan saw something south.
But there's a secret door.
I mean, it's it's not a secret door. It is a very obvious big metal door. It's
Maybe
massive.
when we aren't an imminent, like, threat of something attacking us.
Oh, I stepped on Bogdan by accident.
If Bogdan had a tail, it would be smushed on.
No. The bog tail.
If Bogdan has a tail, it was surgically removed at a young age. The second curse of the family.
Oh my god.
So I think they were troglodytes.
Ah, yes. Unpleasant creatures. I have, in case you are wondering, I have had to deal with many bottom dwellers in my time. And I'm one of them.
I was about to say there's no way to speak about Oshun.
Just because I'm chewing doesn't had to joke. God damn it.
I don't know if I should
Guys-
want to be eating rations while down here, but you know.
Yeah.
It's eating delicious, delicious chocolatey rations.
So are we gonna? Oshun, do you want to parlay or shall we waylay?
They're just like being inserted into the spider face, just like. Let's go. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's Chaos Day today, but it's Chaos Day, so. Can't wait to be medicated, like.
Bogdan,
Unmeditated.
Bogdan, which direction are they in? I can attempt to get several of them in a maelstrom.
Bogdan will say they're on our right, which is stage left.
Yeah.
Saved by bad.
Have you got an estimate of distance?
40 feet.
You want to fucking curveball a maelstrom?
I'm gonna curveball a maelstrom round the corner. Yeah.
Don't you need to see where it's going?
I don't think it actually. It doesn't specify that I target a point within range. It doesn't specify that I need to see it.
That's
so,
the jank you'll only get from an Ollie Rant spell.
Yep.
But also, I do like the idea of you curveballing a little mote of energy that turns into a whirlpool. So I will allow it.
Were you a pitcher by any chance?
I was a bowler in cricket.
It's now canon. Ashal was a bowler.
I don't
in
know.
Ebamari
Well, cricket is a bit of a weedy enough sport for the Ebamari to maybe play it. What is that? A strength save?
Yep.
Okay, one's gonna pass, two are gonna fail.
Okay, bonk.
You do hear a.
Is cricket the one that's mini golf with more rules?
You throw the ball, but it hits the ground for some reason before it hits the bat.
It's British baseball. It's not baseball, but you could go in with baseball assumptions, and you're not really wrong.
I'm thinking of croquet.
Croquet, yes. We played croquet at Ian and Zoe's wedding.
At our wedding.
I didn't actually. I merely watched. There are already far too many cooks in the kitchen.
Mini golf with more rules. Got it.
Yeah, that one. It's like the rules for croquet are like, imagine the course of the mini golf.
Feel free to discuss croquet, but please roll initiative at the same time.
Yep.
Ah, I didn't realize we had to roll initiative to play croquet.
Speaking of, I actually retweeted yesterday a Kickstarter for a baseball tabletop RPG. Like you're playing like baseball characters, which is kind of funny. Cool. I don't know enough to play it, but I do like the idea of the wrestling one, and there's a Formula 1 racing one as well, which I could see all of them would be fun, you know, fun shit.
Tabletop baseball is the nerdiest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, but you can also imagine it. Plus, high lesbian ratio.
I'm certain there's something nerdier, but to be honest, I can't think of anything.
So basically, Shun gets first point of discussion about croquet, then Bogdan can say something about croquet, then I can say something about croquet.
So, despite the fact that you despite the fact that you guys breached this room with a curveball maelstrom, the troglodytes do not have a good initiative.
A Charles says,
they're going to take a sec.
Wait, did we literally just open flash and clear?
Basically.
It's pretty rad.
You heard at least two of them bonk together.
Oshun golf clap.
Croquet clap.
I don't know how people clap at croquet.
Zoe, it's your turn.
Yes.
Fuck. I go, can I please pass?
Against the wall.
I step on Bogdan. Okay, I'm going to aim for this one, and I'm going to Guiding Bolt.
Oh, Shun, you see a troglodyte. They are humanoid, almost frog or newt-like, aside from the fact that they dwell and live in blood and filth. You'd call them cannibals, but they do eat each other. But eat everyone else as well. And everything. That is a hit.
They're hardcore omnivores.
Yeah! They're like beyond carrion feeders, because they'll kill you to make you dead to then eat you. But they might actually leave you to rot for a bit first, and then eat you.
Maybe I pressed the wrong
thing. They like fermented.
You click the name in bold.
Oh, yeah. Gosh.
Yeah. That's if they can deny their hunger. Yeah, that troglodyte is going to kind of fade away. Like they've been hit by a Dragon Ball Z attack. My lamp's trying to fall down.
No.
Don't you do it, mister. There we go. Anything else you'd like to do?
Anything else?
I will move out of the way. Somehow. Oshun sucks in.
Well done.
Can I move past Oshun?
Yeah.
Thank you for your strategy.
Yeah, that was pretty good with the 40 feet.
You were bang on, which makes sense.
Actually, wait, there's guys here.
Trogs.
I'm gonna give him the old bound hand axe.
Yeah, I love the bound hand axe.
I'm gonna do the throw bonus action throw.
Brutal.
But you know, the first one's gonna miss.
Come on, Bogdan, score some hits. 1 sec, I need to see it to actually. It's taking a sec. I dared to zoom in on the map, and it set everything into darkness. First one does miss. Trog like get down on the ground. The second one will hit.
I also, when I dodge something, go...
5 gang! 5
I
gang!
mean, I know I would. Zoe, it's just a continued effect of my goblification that I cause to all my loved ones. If you haven't started turning into a goblin yet, I clearly don't love you enough.
Wow.
Anything else you'd like to do, Bogdan?
No, I'm good.
So at this point, the hand axe is lodged in the troglodyte because it didn't get recalled the second time, which is cool.
No, I only have one bonus action.
For now. As Charles.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Bogdan's looking stage north.
Yeah, those two are quite dead. That one is not, so that one's going to get a Toll the Dead.
All these secret alcoves.
You're in dwarven sewers now. Toll the Dead? Okay. How wise is a trog? Actually rolled okay, but just didn't have a good enough modifier. It's going to take that damage. It does survive the attack on it.
Is it going to take 9 necrotic or 9 necrotic?
9 necrotic.
Okay.
Which also,
necrotic.
an okay metal band name.
9 necrotic?
Yeah. Not great,
But there's only
but okay.
3 of them.
Yeah, but they have, like, 3 animated personas, so it's fine.
Each.
Each. Yeah, each. It's like gorillas, but just worse.
That's misinformation. Disinformation.
Okay. Oh, yeah. For you guys watching, you are seeing a mixture of what everyone sees. This is what I see as a DM. Each player sees something separately. As a DM, I can actually single out the vision. I can't do that for you guys. Although, yeah, if I did, I would also reveal the entire map, and I don't want to do that. So,
for me, imagine everything you're currently seeing, because Ashal has mage and dark vision, but in purple.
It's the worst. I default to Ian's screen because mine is taken up with my...
I could see Zoe not liking that. Ian is probably like, yeah, purple. So I was like, yeah.
Every time I look at my own screen, I have the effect of being in darkness and having a light suddenly switched on, and I'm like, blah.
Well, I mean, you are a spider. The troglodyte is going to rush forward and then start a frenzied flurry of attacks against Bogdan. Thing is, in their language, it's a very deep war cry with ties to several generations. What's your AC, Bogdan?
19.
1 is gonna hit.
Rude.
Yeah. Only 1. That's going to be the one with the bite. The claws can't get through your armor, but the bite does. It's going to be 6 piercing damage. This one up north is also going to rush in for the attack. And none of them hit. It got an 18, which isn't a 19. You can hear the wet slapping of their frog-like feet of more rushing from further down in the tunnels.
Oh, lovely.
I don't know why, but they're really strongly reminding me of that tiny, tiny, fat, round frog.
The sand frog?
They're a lot less cute.
Maybe baby troglodytes look like that and sound like that. I did put a thing on Discord recently of a bunch of, what was it, baby frogs or something, and it was like, these are kobolds. This is what kobolds sound like. Speaking of kobolds, Oshun. 5 kobolds in a trench coat.
Oh my god, there's one just around the corner.
The closest to Bogdan or closest to a shark. I'm gonna go for this one, and I'm going to also Toll the Dead.
Okay, I am being told. Which one are you targeting? Okay, north.
Yes.
It's going to fail. It's going to take that damage. It's going to take 14 necrotic damage. So that one flurries up, starts attacking at Bogdan, can't pierce through the armor, and with the kind of bell of death, it will just slump down, kind of gripping onto Bogdan as much as it can. Yeah. Excuse me, sir. Sir, you are dead. There we go. Anything else?
Bessie.
Okay. Bogdan.
Alright, I'm gonna like move my hand down to my belt and use my bonus action to summon my hand axe into its loop. Then grab Coal Grinder and hit the one right there.
Don't you have your
Can you start off by giving me a Constitution saving throw? As being so close to this troglodyte really wells up a foul stench that even your mighty beard cannot repel. You are going to be poisoned on this turn, which means you have disadvantage on this attack.
I have advantage on saving throws against poison.
This is a smell, not
it has
a
the poison,
but it does cause poisoned condition. Considering we will literally talk about how the beards keep away such things, I'll allow you to reroll with advantage.
Yeah!
I'll allow it.
That's a bit better.
That is better. You're fine.
Okay. I'm gonna slap this guy in the chicken salad sandwich. With all my excess amounts of dice.
That happened to me on the Monday game. I don't know. I've got the same problem.
Yeah, it seems to be double rolling a lot of things at the moment. So.
That's a hit and an instant kill.
Get wrecked, Becky. Alright, I'm gonna take a 5-foot step and then I'm done.
Sure, Constitution plays. Save plays. Save plays.
Yes. This is why I used that enhanced ability.
Yeah.
Because you're not a dwarf.
No.
One of the dice just took off on my screen. It's like
it just yeeted itself.
Someone else is playing Roll20 and this pink D20 just comes flying through.
The one that is next to Bogdan. Yeah, Mindsliver. I'm hoping it's not very intelligent.
It does fail, and it does take the damage. Kind of starts pulling at its face as it senses being boggled. But that won't stop it attacking! I yeeted one of the dice. It wasn't a good roll, so I'm allowed to re-roll it. Ah.
Hang on.
That's the rule!
Judge!
To be fair, that is generally how Ollie does that.
Ollie is judge.
If we were playing IRL, I'd allow you to do the same. But if you notice you start deliberately fudging rolls, ooh, I can't really do anything about it, but not believe you.
Deliberately.
There are a weird amount of people who try to cheat at D&D or call whatever people do cheating as well. It's not as bad nowadays, but it used to be a thing. Now there's more people who are just like, I'm here for the ride. All of the attacks of the troglodyte are going to miss. And there are going to be more people attacking Bogdan, because Bogdan's in the way, and
that's my job.
2 of these are going to hit.
What did you...
So...
I didn't ask to come over.
What have you done?
Bear with me. Well, I'm AFK for a moment.
There's going to be 3 bite damage, or piercing damage on Bogdan at first, and then the next attack is going to be 7 slashing damage as repeated attacks get harder and harder to dodge and deflect and start to really kind of wear you down. But it's nothing you can't handle. Oh, Shun.
I'm going to Toll the Dead this one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
That is going to actually be a pass. It suffers no effect.
Damn.
We found the wisest of the troglodytes.
The enlightened trog.
Or maybe it's too stupid to feel pain. Who knows?
It's escalated from troglodyte to Luddite.
Very funny.
Oh, how goes. Bogdan.
All right, I'm gonna smash this chicken salad sandwich.
What is this meme?
Describing him as a sandwich.
I don't like it. That is a hit. Is this the one above or to the side? Or to the down?
Oh. Ooh, which one just got hit? The one to the side?
The one below you got hit by a shell.
I'll do that one.
That's a kill!
Alright, and then the next attack will be the
other
remaining.
one. Yeah. The last trog. That's also a hit, but not a kill.
Oh. That's all I got.
It's still alive. So, I am going to... oh, is Ian back, or are you still busy?
I am back enough that I will murder something.
We thought that we'd accidentally texted Ian's mum and that she'd arrived, but like...
I think it's because like last time she came, for some reason her message to say she was outside never got delivered. So I just got a message saying I'm outside, and I was like, "What the?"
She actually meant your window.
Do I need to make
become
a
a
constitution
vampire.
save or something?
No.
Okay, good.
You are immune to the stinky smells.
Oh, good.
Because the shell smells so bad.
Has the one that that is next to
It
Bogdan
has been hit. Yeah.
Excellent.
Just now by Bogdan.
Oh,
Ooh, that's that damage,
It is going to fail, and it is going to be killed 4 times over. Its head is going to explode. Because you gotta give you something for that level of overkill.
nice.
Well, Bogdan will go.
Jesus,
And I thought they
a shell.
smelled bad on the
I'll
outside.
be right back a moment again, just to clarify something.
He's checking the window.
Okay, with that, the troglodytes are on the floor in pieces.
Gooey pieces.
I believe we found the source of the smell.
The mysterious ticking noise.
The telltale heart.
Do you want to keep exploring? Make sure everything's flushed out? I mean, what do we even... Do these bodies still smell? Must we dispose of these fetid corpses?
You can give me a
What do I
perception
know
check.
about troglodytes?
You can give me a nature check.
Oh, good. Nature is.
Oshun can't smell.
I can't smell. Why would I know this?
Apparently, my master's course on troglodytes.
Troglodytes are one of those corruption creatures that are attracted to foulness and also cause it. Usually, unless they are just wandering, they won't be the pure cause of a problem. They tend to kind of show up at the sites of something where a larger creature is already killing things or already causing literal corruption or something like that. Troglodytes traveling, sure, but this is a nest. You can kind of look around, you can see little bone totems and like scratches on the walls and things like that.
Picture of their family.
It's clearly not the cause. The smell is also different. The smell of these guys is not... Again, it's got that blood mixed in. It's not the smell that's been wafting around the whole district. I mean, it's not helping. But it is only part of the problem.
How many troglodytes would I expect? Is 6 an adequate number, or am I expecting more troglodytes?
I mean, that's a fine number. Much larger colonies are possible, of course. But yeah, it probably isn't more. You'd probably see a lot. They probably would have started like carving through the walls and stuff. So stuff like that. This probably is just the whole colony.
I don't know if the closed caption is picking up my son. He's just stomping around, speaking loudly because he just got home from school. Okay.
Yeah!
That's what you do. That's what you do at home from school. You stomp around and speak loudly.
That is what Zoe do.
Bogdan will say, this may be all the troglodytes. There may be more, but this isn't the source of the problem. We have not yet divined the true beast, although it's safe to say that it's something we can kill, given the stench of blood that is not on these troglodytes. And he like wipes the troglodytes and is like,
Oh.
this odor is not quite right.
Was that also from your masters?
Yes. Yes, it was an elective when I got my degree in the arcane arts.
You volunteered for those stanks.
Well, it was either that or I don't want to get into it.
It was either that or like civil engineering.
It was either that or daily sand purifications.
Do we wish to, or right, telepathy stuff? Do we wish to continue on this path? There was a door in the entranceway.
Surprises me when you do that.
Well, I just scrolled down and I saw animated floor, which means that's probably where we need to go.
What?
Ah, yes, I see water.
I'm using my precious processing power in important places only.
I suppose we can always check the door on our way back if we need to.
You have such a nice internal voice.
The door, no doubt, would be sealed from smells.
I suppose that depends on how tightly fitting a door it is.
We can go to the door and give it a good sniff.
And and in relation to your comment, this would be more accurately described as my natural voice. We do not truly have vocal cords.
I think you explained the process of the placement.
Yes, it is rather painful.
Oh, well, speak internally at any point you feel like it, at least in my case. Anyway, shall we press onwards?
Indeed.
Oh, so dignified, so refined.
Feel free.
Move out of my way.
Shall we press forward? Get out of the way.
Get out of my way. Oh, they're so squishy.
They are.
Squishier now in death than they were in life.
You can travel down Bogdan into the main runoff, where, as you travel up, you see that the walkway... No, we're in initiative mode. You're going to stay back there,
Oh.
Mr. Tentacles.
You, Michelle.
The runoff is clogged. It's still moving, but there is detritus. There's not just scum and grime in the water, but there's like flotsam and scrap and trash.
Did you say jetsam?
I guess I literally said trash, so yeah, there would also be jetsam. Weirdly enough, not all of it, Bogdan, is in the waterway. You see creatures made of the slime and scum and fetid water and perhaps some essence of villainy decocted into the water that look like almost small swirling elementals, not quite of water. They got all this other gunk and goo and slime in them. And the thing that might be creepy is that it's smiling at you. And it's time for initiative.
we re-rolling initiative?
You're re-rolling initiative.
No.
Okay. Let me rearrange this initiative, and they get the first strike. Let me just...
That's a fast boy.
Let me just look at...
This
the
art is
ranges.
evocative of the botchling from Witcher 3, and I hate you.
Kinda, yeah. That wasn't a deliberate intent, but like... I don't hate that.
The botchling.
Yes.
I
You
can
don't know.
infer.
You're not... Your inference would not be correct, but it probably isn't far off. What would it do? I think the first thing it does upon seeing Bogdan is there's a giggling, and then it'll get up a little closer through the water,
Ah, no,
and
I
then
was right.
spit at Bogdan. It's gonna miss big time. It's like goo slimily drips from the ceiling.
That
Since
was
we're
a
still
warning
connected
bit.
telepathically, Bogdan's just like running a tally of how much it's going to cost to clean his armor.
And this one just kind of jumps in the water and starts sliding. Bogdan! You're the first one to see these foul creatures. Why don't you react?
I'm gonna go get the killing done.
This is where the killing lives! Go get you some!
Does a 22 hit?
22 does hit.
Still alive?
Oh yeah.
Rude.
There's a splash of sewer water against you. The 16 is also gonna hit.
Hang on. Okay, I'm done. I have to. I know what. I have to do something now.
Yeah. You can deal with dad emergencies. The sound of giggling, troublesome children is not dissimilar to the sound in the sewer right now.
I thought it was a good sound effect.
All right, as Jacob deals with a dadly emergency, Ashar, why don't you start coming
The
up?
daddening.
1, 2,
Oh, it happens.
3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello!
There is a 1 next to Bogdan.
There is
That
one next to
one
Bogdan
is-
and there's one in the water.
Yeah. I am very conservative with my spell slots. The one next to Bogdan is going to get told.
Well, with Oshun freely slinging out guiding bolts, one of you has to be conservative. It's going to pass. It seemingly has no effect.
Fair enough. And I will stand here.
My
Oshun.
father was trapped in the neighborhood park. We have this button to release the door, but they've reduced the timer, so it's almost impossible for a single person to do it. So I'm like, you have to just run. You just press the button and run. That's the only way to get it open.
A human trap.
Yeah, it's on both ends. It's like really annoying.
That is bad for the elderly and disabled.
Among the able-bodied as well.
Yeah.
Because he literally called my mom, who's watching my son, like, I'm trapped, I can't leave.
Well, that ruined my plan for the dungeon, I guess. So, gonna have that whole thing.
Spoilers.
That's why there's a locked door at the beginning. We go back that way.
Yeah, but there's more than one of us. That's so.
Ocean,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
I'm going to squeeze past Ashal, who's just gonna like boom,
Like a balloon.
helium
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing.
And I'm just gonna be like, return to death! And
We talked about villain arc Oshun. I didn't think it was coming now.
You just accidentally quoted one of my favorite book series without having read it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just a fucking genius, I guess.
How dare you do an accurate Tanuma impression?
The Nyx series.
Yeah.
Not Wheel of Time.
Snix.
It's Lyria and Awesome.
Yet again, the sewer elemental is going to resist the toll.
Nice. That is in fact what happens then. Resist toll, you bitch.
We got really good rolls on both of our tolls, and it
As the really good rolls of both of our tolls. Hope we don't fight some sewer trolls.
Not only are these things gross trash fetuses, but they're tax evaders.
It is true. They ain't paying taxes to the state. This one up close to you, Bogdan, kind of wiggles and moves, and then very quickly moves with a flurry, kind of throwing up
Gross.
detritus and goo. It does make opportunity attacks as it does this, but it will launch kind of diagonally. It kind of like flies itself.
I'm really glad my baby didn't see these weird.
I'm gonna give it a
babies.
fierce wallop.
Wallop.
Or not.
Oh, it's a... As you get goo in the face. And it is
Back here, I'm
going
not done walloping you.
to immediately, as it's traveling, it's like midair and it's like... and spits at you in the air. And it's going to hit...
Funny to me.
Yeah! These are just lovable shit demons. I mean, sewer goo. We don't want to get cancelled. It's going to be... Carry the 2. 8 poison damage, which you half because you're a dwarf. But give me a Constitution save.
And this is poison?
Yeah, the damage is poison. Well, oh, yeah. This would be poison, yeah. So you would have advantage on this save as well. It's fine. This one in the water is going to spit at Oshun.
That was the calmest natural 20 I've ever seen.
And it's
everyone
going
involved
to
is
miss.
like, yeah.
But we kind of, it was expected.
Yeah.
And then it's going to immediately, after spitting at Oshun and missing, travel back up the water.
Oh shit.
Of course, for you flesh
Literally.
bags, traveling against the flow of water is difficult terrain. But it can swim and skim on top of it. And none of you are like, well, Ashal maybe. Ashal could float over the water now that I think about it.
Ashal, go! Yeet.
Can I jump on his back?
Ashal is not strong enough for this.
Ashal just becomes like a water skier. Just like-
You just have Ashal because you have Ashal lay down, arms and legs spread, and it float belly down, hoverboard.
Oh.
That way you could carry everyone.
And then
Anyway,
if you're backwards, your tentacles will be like.
yeah, like a little motor.
Stop rubbing your head, Jakin. Give in.
Dadly
Stop
disapproval. Bogdan, it's your turn.
I'm not mad. No, I'm okay. I'm gonna target the flesh poop beast, and I'm gonna hold up my hand and give him some razzle and perhaps some dazzle. Oh, it only has 2d6. Yeah, I should stick to the hand axes.
Them, shout Oshun.
It's going to pass. It does not take an effect. It resists the cold that forms in its ever-flowing and moving, gooey body.
And then I'm gonna move. I'm gonna close ranks, and then I'm done.
Ashal.
Well, so far we've tried wisdom with little success, constitution with not a great deal of success. So I am going to target this one with a mind sliver to try intelligence.
It rolls a 1. ends up getting
That
0.
doesn't tell me much about its modifier, but fair enough.
So it is going to take that hit. You almost see the thing ripple. And its little kind of where its eyes and mouth are, which aren't real, they're kind of just almost indents in the slime that you kind of crunch inwards.
Are these are these clearly elementals?
Shit.
They definitely they seem more similar to elementals than like an ooze or anything like that. Yeah.
Elementus deficus.
That would be the element that I'd be in charge of.
Ashar will just like
You and I have more in common than I thought.
let out a bit of a sigh and will speak in primordial, which is probably the first time you've heard Ashar speak in primordial. Why do you impede us?
The one that just got hit was kind of scrunched down, and it does kind of stretch back up a little bit with recognition, but just starts giggling and cooing again.
Yes, of course. Not truly intelligent. That was said over telepathy.
Yep. Ocean's turn.
Should we be treating these creatures with less shooty?
Violence, yes.
Oh. Would you say they're sapient? As I
No,
prepare another attack?
they are more manifestations of natural forces than sapient.
I'm kind of resisting using Guiding Bolt, so I guess I will try and huck a large dagger at this one across from me.
Okay.
Shing! Huck!
That's a hit.
Get hucked.
Yeah, all right. A hit. A fine hit. Wow.
Oh, a deer. Female deer.
There you go. There's the Lord of the Ring quote for the bingo.
Ah! Okay. Next up is the sewer elemental, which is going to kind of rear up and launch towards Oshun. As it does, it spits goo,
No!
but it misses horribly.
Ah, my hair. It's saved. For now.
Where would it have to go? Not very far. It can get there. It's noticeably slower on dry land, but it is going to shoot at Bogdan. And miss!
Yay!
Bogdan.
Oh, you gonna get it.
Bog's gonna give it to you. He gonna give it to you. Bog's gonna give it to you. First we're gonna bleh, then we're gonna bleh.
That's a hit. 10 blugoni damage. Yeah! Both hit. It takes both hits.
I've been here
Okay,
for years.
and then for my bonus action, I'm gonna second wind.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Screw it.
it kind of hurt. There we go.
Excellent. Who is next? Ashal.
The one that is next to Ocean now has a minus D4 on its save, and I'm going to get it with a good Toll the Dead.
Toll that dead.
You will pay your taxes.
Tax the rich.
It's gonna fail. It's gonna take 14 necrotic damage. You
Yay.
see its consistency. Well, its consistency is more of a slime thing. I guess you kind of see it almost start to fade, and the elements that make it almost like start to drop
Dissipate.
and then kind of pull back together just barely.
Cool. That's it.
Ocean. That's it. Choose violence.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what you want, what I really want. Yeah.
I didn't mean to get into that.
That and Love Shack, evergreen channel songs.
Yep. Stab.
You can
Charles souls are dead.
stab into the thing, and it will
Return to
kind of
death.
shriek and just into goo that travels down the waterway.
Should we bottle that? Oh.
Woo, and it goes down the
This is
drains at the other end.
water.
We're not Nestle.
They see a water element, like, get that down! We could sell you.
We can sell you.
Whee! This one launches away from Bogdan, spitting at him.
Do I get an attack?
You do get an opportunity attack. It can basically
Ooh.
use this ability, but it doesn't give it immunity to opportunity as it does.
Well, I crit for 21 damage.
Oh, 21 is not quite a kill, but it's definitely not a lot like Love in Life, but it does still get bonus damage from its dash.
Supernova.
And it's going to be 8 poison damage on Bogdan.
Is that before I half it?
Yes. So you half it.
Swag.
Bogus, Danus, Alabastus.
V.
Yeah, I thought about it. I decided
Alright,
it was time to stop.
I'm gonna do the old hand axe, teleportation hand axe.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yummy. That's a hit.
Oh, that's right. I actually have to roll damage because it's functioning.
That first hand axe throw is enough to make this thing dissipate. Go.
Okay. And then I bonus action my hand axe back, but I don't have to worry about it.
Golf clap.
And while you can still hear giggling in the dark from more of these creatures, there are none currently
that.
in sight.
Well, I didn't like that.
Just unnerving, isn't it?
Types of, well, I presume a type of elemental. Such minor elementals will bond with particularly concentrated areas of a substance when there is a magical catalyst, generally, that allows them to do so.
More signs of corruption.
In essence, yes, these are a symptom of the illness, not the illness itself.
Onward.
Well, I actually think this is a great place to leave off today's session. Today's session!
Tonight.
Before you make your way deep into the sewers.
Before we make our way downtown, walking around.
Before we die.
Yeah, if you go far enough in the dungeons, you will end up downtown. This was a session, and now it's over. Ta-da! Congrats. Yeah, I think it's a great place to kind of end it off before we do more dungeon delving.
Yay. Something awful is going to be right around the corner. That's why Ollie was like, it's going to take too long to get through this thing.
Who knows?
I know that feeling, yeah.
Maybe there's nothing in there. Maybe this
20
all a
minutes
ruse.
is tough even for a minor combat, so...
Fighting miners is pretty rough.
Those miners.
Miners, not miners.
Mine, not yours. So, that's the end of the session. We can, before we go, let me get the sound of rushing poopy water out of the ears, and put on something a little bit more
No,
pleasant.
everyone has to pee.
Yeah. And we can talk real quick about what we got going on, starting with Jaken.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jaken. Ollie, thanks for having me on. It still is and continues to be quite fun.
Despite our best efforts.
We'll have to
Despite
try
the-
harder.
Well, at this point, Bogdan is a machine. It's very hard to do anything to Bogdan, which is a good thing. Bogdan is working. Bogdan has become realized.
Yeah. So,
Oh shit, we went in before whatchamacallit came back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I missed something.
You didn't wave a Botov, which
Oh,
I didn't think you were going to.
Need to. No.
I just said the words "come back quickly," and then we were like, "Fuck it."
Yeah, he's still got to travel across the entire, basically the entire other side of the region.
Yeah, it's like the entire city on foot. Anyway, hi everybody. I'm Jakin, and I DM a game on Sunday. We just started this last Sunday. We just started a brand new campaign called Embers of the Veil. It is a campaign in my own setting with a website that you can check out when you go to my channel, which is this, and it's in the Worlds Without Numbers system, which is a D20 system, and we already had a near death experience. The party's not level 2, but that doesn't mean they aren't one hit away from death still. They survived the 1 hit point gauntlet, and they made it to the 4 hit point gauntlet. So it's going to be good. So if you want to come see what I do over there, I'd love to have you.
Next up is Ian.
Well, if Bogdan is a fully realized character, Ashard is possibly the most unrealized character, considering like already multi-class and potentially more multi-class shenanigans in the future. Who knows where Ashard will end up?
Killed by a door.
Hell.
Probably. If you hell or equivalent, yes. So if you enjoy this game, you should go check out Ollie's Patreon and subscribe for $5 a month, because there is also a Monday game where we have just spent the last 3 sessions in a dungeon. So yeah.
And not even a big dungeon either.
No, we were just very slow.
A moderate dungeon.
And that is a lot of fun. That's a bit more traditional D&D than this.
Yep, starting to wrap up.
And yeah, but close to wrapping up that particular campaign, and probably moving on after that to a new one, which will be very interesting to see where we decide to go. Ollie doesn't know, I don't know, we don't know. It's all up in the air. Also, that would also get you access to a bi-weekly Tuesday game where we are playing Totally Not Pokemon D&D.
I'm looking forward to using that to go to sleep.
That's in the nicest way possible, because it's very fun
it's
to
so chill.
Yeah,
it's so good, so wholesome until the animals die. I joke they're not going to die.
We did discuss eating Magikarp.
We did.
Who doesn't?
Yes, and in the most recent week, there was a lot of fun shenanigans, some close battles actually, some battles that were very intense. And yeah, go check that out. I am also 75% asleep, so good night.
Aww.
Well, the other 25% is Zoe.
Yeah, and I'm so energized.
I'm so ready.
I don't know if my body will ever let me sleep again sometimes. But I put all of that energy towards hyperfixating on writing. Yay! So, writing on some projects with Ollie for Schism things and other things, and super excited to get into writing for the next group of characters for installments of Schism, and continuing, and I can't wait. There's so many good characters.
And I wrote this Schism Emulation for lore book, which has, this is awkward as hell to do, has the story and world, and it's big and it's glossy and it's got art. Let me show you a really, really cool piece of art in here that I love. I don't know if it'll come through very well, but there is a really cool piece of art of a hobgoblin camp with which is it's worth the price of entry. This is Zoe's work. I mean, all the streamlights make it a bit hard to see.
You can see, just like the artwork, that typeface. It's so.
The book's so really nice. Everything in the Schism box is high quality. It's not going to be a game that's going to break instantly, and it's real nice. So why don't we talk about it real quick? Schism is a fast-paced skirmisher game. The games take around, your first one might take around 25 minutes, and then it'll only get shorter from there as you know what characters do. You can play this game very quickly. The game has, if you're worried about it, you know, being kind of complicated to keep track of things, the game has health trackers, which you can use to keep track of your health, armor, and magic for your champions. These are actually really cool little things. Honestly, this could be a fidget item for you guys, because it's just got little wheels on the side that kind of go, and it's you know, nice quality plastic. There's also everything in this comes in storable bags, so that you can just keep this box. There's a really nice little hex tile bag that has the game's hexes, which are beautiful artwork of the Oathfur region that you can use to make any kind of map, and you could use these for D&D if you wanted to do like a tactical. What would be really good for in-person D&D? If you want to do like a tactical, you are taking control of a kingdom, you are doing battles. Use this for your overworld map. These tiles would be really good. And of course, there's going to be so many cool regions we want to explore with other sets. Like I said, the next one is going to be connected to the Underrealm, Journey to Narashiro. And there are dice, colored dice for the factions, which are like, these are just adorable little bags. And character card. I'm just showing you stuff at this point because I can. I've already shown you guys the miniatures before, but also character cards. Everything you need to know to play the game are on these really nice little cards. They are really like, they're small but very, very well printed, so they're easy to read. They have awesome art on the back. I mean, there's Nana Vadir, which is Zoe's favorite, who is a kooky old witch. There's wargs, there's goblins. The whole set is about the immolation of Oathfur, which is the hobgoblin invasion of the Oathfur region. And it's crazy cool. It's a really fun place for us to start off Schism. The two factions play very differently. The game comes with 4 miniatures, champions for each faction, and it's 3 aside in the regular game mode, although you can play 4-player modes with other amounts of people, which means you basically have a whole bunch of varieties of ways you could play each faction, which gives you some extra reason to play. Yeah, definitely keep the box. It has everything you need. It's really neat. And the Kickstarter will probably be in 2 weeks or so. It won't be far away. So prepare. There are going to be some stretch goals of other factions that are connected. I kind of mentioned that before. And the other little nice tidbit for anyone who's still paying attention.
You can paint them, right? If
you can paint them. The miniatures inside are come pre-assembled and ready to play and paint. And that's really useful and nice. And they have a really nice weight to them. They feel like good play pieces, you know? They're not just nice miniatures. They are good for hearty play. As we all are, deep down. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, the game is made with a hell of a lot of effort as us trying to make it eco-friendly as well, because that's what Arcanist Entertainment cares about. I, however, care about money, so this show is supported by Patreon. We're going to thank the patrons who support it. Just another tidbit to let you know, October the 2nd is when we're looking at starting Jarviskjir Rock of the North. That campaign is set in Oathfur. This campaign is set in Lendir, which is just by Oathfur. I actually believe it's on the new interactive map. So, check that shit out. That'll be a show starting next Saturday. Yeah, this map isn't very useful for this campaign, but we might have an Underrealm interactive map at some point.
That's so cool. It has a description.
So, get ready. Jotunskogr, which is the giant infested forest that lives right beside Lendir and is definitely going to come up. But we are going to come down from our D&D high and let you all go. So we'll see you next time.